This life I live on the low, low. Every day know me, I'm always on the go. But know that me, I'm trying to
Welcome to the CONVO Podcast. Yeah, we're back. Season 2. Yeah, and today, man's going to be talking about what's the definition of trapping. And obviously, me and him was having a conversation, and we kind of got in a little. You get me? Like certain people have different.
Let's start the argument. Okay? Let's just start the argument, fam. Listen, yeah. The way I see it is this: it's a generational thing because we know what trapping is. Okay, trapping is not you going out and shotting bud. Trapping isn't you going out there and moving some ecstasy in a club and whatnot. Yeah, the literal definition of trapping, yeah, is to go out there with your things on, yeah, to go out there and move according whatever you're shotting. Yeah. I don't believe, yeah, that trapping is, oh, I'm in a yard and that's trapping. No, because from how I grew up, fam, trapping was you're on the road, you got pebs in your mouth, you're out there moving. Sun up, sun down. That's trapping.
But for me, I'm saying trapping wasn't from where I'm growing up and you growing up. Trapping wasn't even in the mix. It was called hustling.
Yeah, this is why I say it's a generational thing.
It was called hustling. So I'm saying, like, now the generations come, they've switched it to trapping. But I just feel like when people mention trapping, the first thought in people's head is they're selling Class A drugs.
I don't believe that now, bro. I don't believe that because these youths have switched up everything, bro. And now these men are on road saying they're shotting fucking weed and saying that they're fucking trapping. Oh, I'm in a fucking yard and I got fucking a key of weed and I'm
because the definition, my beliefs of the definition, from what I know, yeah, of that word trapping is you're in a house and you're trapping the house out. Yeah, you're doing things from a yard. That's why trap in. Yeah, that's what the definition means. That's where these young bucks made that word up.
No, but that's where
sitting in houses. I'm not saying it hasn't been done.
That's the whole point of this, though. That's the whole point of this, though. Because if you would have defined it like that, the American definition of trapping is literally what you just said. Yeah, being up in that band, though. You get
but
me?
that's what I'm saying.
That's the literal definition.
I feel like.
But for us on the street, the literal definition of trapping is, bro, when you're out there and you're slanging and you've got to do that, bro, you're stuck in that trap, bro. It's a trap. It's a straight up trap, bro. You get me? Because once you're on that rat race, bro, you're on that grind, fam, there's only a couple ways in or out of that.
Nah, I don't believe it. I feel like people identify trapping nowadays. You're in the yard and you're selling hard food. Simple as. That's what I feel like the definition of it. That
is definitely going to be something that we're going to have to leave to viewers to comment.
But I'm saying, like, for me, like, if someone said to me nowadays, like, yo, black man been trapping, the first thing I think is I don't think you're shotting.
I'd have to ask him what.
I'm saying I don't think you're shotting wood.
What?
You're not shotting
wood.
What
are you trapping, bro?
You get me? Like, no man that sells guns is going to say I'm trapping. Do you know what I'm saying? That definition of trapping is in a yard, fam, hard food, mashing it out. Why? That's what I think. Because from where I'm from, I feel like, yo, anything you was doing is your class is hustling. You're hustling. That's what you're doing. That's what it is. If you're out on road and it's illegal money, you're hustling. That's what you're on.
No, I'm with you on that.
That's what that's my beliefs. You know what I'm trying to say?
But then you gotta define hustling because I
just defined it, bro. If you're making any illegal money you're making, you're hustling.
No. I define hustling as making any side money, no matter legal or illegal.
Nah, fam.
That's a hustle, bro.
I hear that to an extent.
I
hear that to an extent.
Legal or illegal, on the side, that's hustling. Because you're hustling.
So what do you call a hustler then?
A hustler is a guy that can make money from nothing. A guy that can, like Bossman in the shop can sell you anything in the shop, bro, like that.
Yeah, he's a
hustler, bro.
Yeah, person. So I hear that.
You understand what I'm saying?
But I'm saying you won't call a solicitor, man. That's the best solicitor. He's a hustler. You won't call him that.
Why? Man in America, we're not political, but we do touch on political shit. Man in America, yeah, man. You know who Benjamin Crump is? The guy that's doing Breonna Taylor's case and Benjamin Crump's the attorney. That nigga's a hustler. That nigga must have 100. Every case with black people in America, this nigga Benjamin Crump is there. Okay, that's a hustler. That's the literal definition of a hustler right there. He is everything that he can put his finger in. He's put his finger in it.
Yeah, I do class that as hustling.
You see me? Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
I'm saying
I'm not advocating for Crump here. I'm just saying right or wrong.
No, but I'm saying in the general public eyes, you mention hustling, they think drug dealing.
Here in the UK, yeah. No, here in the UK, yeah. Here in the UK, you're 100% correct.
Yeah, let's just talk the UK for now. In general public, you mention hustling, they'll think drug dealing or something.
They definitely think drug dealing. I don't know about what type, but they'll definitely think drug dealing.
I'm not saying what type, but I'm saying you say I'm a hustler, they're going to think drug dealing.
I'm with you on that.
So I'm saying in it, like, me, I've just always known, like, if you're a hustler, you're out on the road and you're hustling, you're trying to make money. I never define hustling with a working class person. Like, even though I get the what you're saying, you know what I mean? If a man's getting all these things in the pie at work, you know what I mean? Or he's getting all the goals and he's getting all the P and he's stacking it up and he's but he's not hustling, he's a hard worker.
What about a working man that's...
Hard work and a hustler is two different things, isn't it?
What about a working man that's...
What, in and out? 1 foot in, 1 foot out? He's a hustler, that's a hustler. That's what I call a hustler, because you're playing both sides, you're hustling.
Yeah, but what if then...
But a hard-working man's just a hard-working man.
What if then, what if, it's the same principle, but he's not doing it illegally. So he's out in the street, so he finishes work, and every day he's out in the street, shotting CDs for his mixtape and that. He's a hustler, bruv.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal.
Yeah,
that's just legal.
I hear that, but...
So it's still...
I hear that, I do hear that, but...
You see me, like...
What I'm saying, like... Alright, so what we'll say then, to agree to disagree, we'll say there's two sides of hustling then.
Yeah, you know, it's how you define hustling. It's literally your personal, like music, it's subjective. It's your definition of what hustling is. It's a definition. There will be a street's definition of hustling, and there will be your definition of hustling. The street's definition of hustling, which we know, you're a shutter.
You're doing something, innit,
to
making your money, innit?
But to like the rest of the world, that might not always be what it is, and that's why I say there's more than one way to define it. Understand?
I got more respect for a hustler than a trapper.
Bruv,
in my eyes,
back in the day,
you can't put them as the same thing. Remember that?
No, bruv. Listen, back in the day, I used to have a saying where I can't trust no one that ain't got a blemish on their record, bruv. Can't trust that. Because how do I know that I'm bonning my zubi and you don't ring the feds because you feel offended of bonning the zubi? At least I know if you got nicked for bonning, not even nicked, bruv. You got a caution for smoking weed or some shit. I know that you're probably a safe bet. Yeah? Not always, but 9 times out of fucking 10, I trust the criminal over the street guy. Yeah?
Obviously.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's because of the life that we live.
But now, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. It's
a little bit different now. I can't even sit here and say that I stand by that now. You understand what I'm saying?
You can't trust nobody.
Yeah, yeah. Man could get robbed by the straight-laced guy the same way as you could get robbed by...
You can't trust nobody, fam. But I just like, for me, I'm saying in all this trapping, it has changed the game, blood. Like, for me, I'm saying back in the days, it was about surviving and trying to help the ones that are struggling and help yourself.
Why?
Now,
maybe in the 60s and 70s, it was about that. From time crack hit, it stopped being about that.
Nah, I hear that to an extent, but even the fact of like, you know, now man them are just going out there to just do it to have the nice clothes. And do you know what I mean? And
up the baddest. Alright, look here. Just look there. But fucking joke each other. You're an idiot.
This is what I'm saying.
Like idiot. And then nowadays, man, want to come out with strap. Like, listen. Alright, listen. Just remember one thing. Nothing can continue when it's all bad. Yeah? When it's all bad, something bad has to happen to you. Just remember that. So all the man out there running around with all of that, bro, you need to put that down. I would much rather man just come up and bust me in my head with a brick or something. Then man come and talk.
No, it's not saying put it down, but it's about understanding the...
I'm not on about the people that use it for a reason, right or wrong. I'm on about the youth, them. The ones that are doing it just to fucking do it.
Yeah, but...
That's it. Yeah, but, I ain't talking about anyone else.
That's called role models. You know, for me, most of these youths that I see nowadays that are out doing what they're doing, it's learnt behaviour, innit? Or it's things they've seen that they kind of want to either be like or want. So it's for us as olders that are doing certain things that are actually in good positions to start changing the way we do things for these young ones to see that there's different. Why? How?
Because...
Why? How?
Because these youths don't listen, cuz. Like, check it.
No,
check,
all right, one sec. Let me just cut you from that when you
go.
said youths don't listen.
Go on.
Like, most of these youths nowadays, yeah, haven't realistically been, like, told, like, blood, go out there, get your nank, and no one's really, like, they've just listened to a tune and took it upon themselves.
I beg to differ on that one too.
Why?
Wait.
How?
Wait. First of all, these youths don't listen, fam. They're lost. Yeah, these men are lost.
They listen to music.
Yeah,
they watch the screen.
No, listen.
That's how they learn.
Yeah, but because right, check it. And I'm just gonna talk from a Brum and London standpoint because I know them places. I don't know nowhere else, so do not get offended, people. In London and in Brum, bruv, it's always been that way. Yeah, it's a clique thing. you might not be on no badness, but your brethren's on badness. Yeah. And your brethren don't learn that badness, or he was brought up into the badness because his brother was on that. Yeah. You could be with your brethren and your brethren get nanked. Even you get nanked. From that point forward, you're on the crud.
All right.
Now, hold on. The only way for you to get out that crud is for you to move out the ends, because you can't just say you're done.
That's not true.
Yeah? You can't be in your ends and say you're done. It don't work that way.
Someone have got out, bro.
Yeah, no, I never said man haven't got out. But there's ways, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's only certain ways you can do it. You can either come out of the ends, you can be respected enough where you can put your shit down and tell man them, yo, listen, I'm done, and man them respect you enough to allow you. Yeah? Or you go jail. Or you dead. You see me? They're the only ways out of this thing. Or music, or whatever.
But my point to that being is, if there was better role models,
we've got better role models.
No, we haven't. Yes. More consistently.
Me and my pops had this. Go on, finish
more
it.
Consistently, yeah. Then kids wouldn't have certain, like for instance, all right. Let's just be hypothetical for a second, yeah. If for the next 2 years, the majority of these popular rappers, yeah, was starting to dress in different. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but you're putting this all on rappers, though.
No, I'm not just putting it all on rappers. There's actors, there's loads of...
Yeah,
there's loads of influential people. Yeah, the only reason why I'm using rap is because music, yeah, and rappers are the most influential things to the young generation right now.
Fashion.
You get what I'm trying to say?
No,
that's how I look at it.
Yeah,
so I'm saying if they all just switched out for 2 years straight, yeah, and just change. Remember, in the 70s, it wasn't like this. So it did change, and the change wasn't through us just sitting back and saying, you know what, I'm not wearing what they're wearing, I'm gonna wear this. It wasn't through that. It was through the music industry, the acting industry, to change what they was wearing for us to see it and think, bro, I want them. I want to wear them.
Bro, listen.
That's how I look at it.
First of all, we will have a history of hip hop and fashion argument on another day.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, we will 100% have that argument. Okay, but yeah, slight touch.
It's a big part of it.
Yeah, slight touch in it. Okay. The 80s and 90s brought in a bad man era. Okay. But all the original bad man them are locked up in jail, and them not bad man no more. Yeah, them done.
But they can't.
Hold on.
That.
No. Hold on. These youths went from throwing hands, get liquid a bat or something, whatever, yeah, odd stabbing, to these men are stabbing each other regular, and then the odd shooting. So now there's shootings, regular stabbing every day. I grew up in that shit, and so did you to a point too. You get me? We know that it's because they're shook. We know for a fact it's because they're shook.
Who?
The youths.
No, but I'm talking about how to
they're
change.
The role models. They're shook. You get me?
Who's shook? The
These
oldest?
youths, not...
Oh, youths, I'm confused.
The youths, because it wasn't the oldest that started drill, it was the youngest. But remember, it's because these men are shook, bruv. They're shook to get their head punched in, bruv. So these men then turn to knife and that. But if you're rolling with a knife and a man's gonna nank you and you've got a knife, you've got to use that shit. Bro, come on. After you've done a couple of anything, forget, bro, anything. Click this lighter a couple the first time you get it. Might have been a bit difficult. Anything you do gets easier over time, is what I'm saying to you. That's what these youths have done. They've made it so that it's easier for them to justify how they be over the time. But it's not about the role models, because the role models have always been there to tell them no. They don't hear that.
No, they haven't.
And also the good role models.
No, because you didn't get my point, and that's what I'm saying. Everything you said, I hear that, yeah. But the point, what I was trying to get across when you're saying role models, the role models have been there. Well, if there was, then all these songs from all these big men back in the days that I grew up and listened to, yeah, where are them type of tunes? Cause I remember, man didn't grow up on trap. Man, like, do you understand? Man grew up on hip hop with real bars, like with real struggle in it, yeah. So I'm saying all of that.
We had this convo before.
Yeah, the
short
transformation
attention spans and fucking.
No, but I'm saying like the olders had to transform for the money.
Listen, I'm well aware of that.
Certain things that man had to do to get the bag, yeah, is now implicated. It's like MTV back in the days. Remember when MTV?
No, just change how you just said that. Carry on, but change how you said that. It's what certain man was willing to do to get the bag, because you didn't have to fucking sell out or do anything to get nothing. You chose that way.
Whichever way you I hear that 100%. But I'm saying, look, when MTV come on, that's when a lot of things start changing when it comes to the visuals. Remember how the videos used to be? Wong Tang. Remember the videos?
You see, this is you see, check it. You do have a point there. Because when MTV, the box, all of that come, like with like you could see rap videos regular.
Guns in there and everything.
Guns in there.
You know what I'm trying to say, bro?
Yeah, pump out and batty out.
And that's what it was about. If you didn't have batty in it and straps and gold chains and all that, you wasn't getting on MTV.
But then we're getting into the glamorization of gangster hip hop. Because that's what we're getting into. Because gangster hip hop has always been a thing. But it's all about it being glamorized. Now, as I said, we have to have this conversation properly another day. But if you want to go that far, you got to blame people like Tupac and before that. I just
thought Tupac still.
You get me? You got to, before that. I'd have to have this conversation with a man properly when I've got my head on that. But my point being is that we'd have to go back that far. But no, because my life wasn't influenced by listening to Tupac. And, bro, Hit 'Em Up is one of the most offensive tunes I've ever heard in my life. Is that and no Vaseline? Okay?
No, but that's the thing. When I was a kid and I was listening to these man, it wasn't the fact that the things they were saying was influencing me, but how they lived, like what I seen.
Oh, Tupac got shot every week.
No, but I'm saying how they lived, like what I was seeing, like, do you know what I mean? The clothes, the chain, the way man was living, just free.
I wasn't influenced like that though.
No, but I'm saying for me, anyway. When I was a kid, I used to watch them things and think, right, like, I'd love to be like that. I'd love to, do you get me? That'd be sick. Like, that's how man used to think. So I'm saying, you're telling me the kids of this generation ain't like that, but a lot worse. I
don't know. Do you know why I don't know? Because there's a point.
By internet,
social media. Of course they are. I believe that, but don't check it. There's a point where there's a disconnect with me and the youngers because I can still relate to majority of what they do, but then there's a point where I just don't fucking get it.
Like, no, it's not that I get it, fam. I do get certain parts of it, but I'm just saying I just really, I think to myself, how has it got like that? And in my head, I can only put that down to, because you got to think, when you're from road, fam, the only thing you can really learn is the people you're around and the people you see in the area that you're living in and the shit you see.
For me, all I know is in my ends, it was drugs. That's what turned man the way how man.
No, but you've seen once I say you've seen the drug dealers. Like, you seen them making the P. Like, you seen certain things. So you can't say it weren't. You can't say it weren't just the fact that you knew about drugs. One sec. You cannot say that you just, you knew that there was drugs in the area, so you just thought, yo, let me just start dibbling and dabbling. There was other things behind it to make you get to them points of getting involved or being around it or anything like that.
No,
like you said, even the mates.
No, I can only speak from my standpoint. I mean, in my area, I didn't see the drugs. Yeah, like in Tottenham back in the day, come on, we're not dumb. We know bits is going on, but it wasn't open. You'd never see a man on the corner hustling. It didn't work that way.
You just knew what Wagwan.
You knew Wagwan. And you see the man them about, you knew Wagwan.
Yeah, and you knew where the money came from.
Yeah, you knew where.
That's how they got nice.
But,
bro, what's that? Do you know what I mean?
But then now, the influences to get into anything else came from, as I said to you, it's like, you're in school now, yeah? And you don't chat to that brother, innit? But that brother there, he's got an older brother that's one of them man there. So he's in school and he's acting like his brother. Now, he'd have a little click on man them, because you know how that works.
Yeah.
And then them man try to squeeze you.
Right.
So now I have to protect myself. You see me? I couldn't tell you, like I said, I'm talking from my standpoint. I couldn't tell you how much time I got my head boss. I couldn't even tell you how much time. Yeah? Until I decided I didn't want my head boss no more. And I boss a man's head. From I did that, I kind of had no choice but to be a certain way.
Yeah.
You see me? And then that kicked off everything else, because from I was like that, I couldn't do certain things. From I couldn't do certain things, I had to do other things. From I couldn't be in certain places, I had to be in other places.
If there was big man in the ends that was doing certain things, then certain of them problems wouldn't.
Them men got nicked. Them men got nicked or killed.
For instance, back in the days, like I said, back in the days, when man had beef, like, another big man in the ends, right? You here, me, fight, you two fight.
Bro, middle of the fucking night is all them.
No, I'm telling you, back in the days, is that not how I was?
Yeah.
And that's called, you gotta think a big man will get involved and watch that and make sure nothing else happens, yeah? But you lot sort your differences out.
Yeah, but as history shows, every time you take out the leader, the power struggle happens and things shift and change. History showed that shit.
It's down
you get me?
It's down to
history showed that shit.
I really do think it's down to the industry, man. The music, the actress, the social media, the things that people are putting out there of how you should live your life. Even me as a big man now, fam, all these you see with all these expensive clothes and that they're trying to go out and hustle and buy. And I think to myself, like, all that is down to is what they're watching, blood. I lie. To get the things that you want at them prices, there's some men that'll go out there and work. There's someone that'll have mum and dad that'll just buy it for him. And there's someone that ain't got shit that will have to go out there and make the money just so they can fit in. Now, every man,
but then
every man knows.
It's a whole thing where...
No, but I'm saying every man knows in school, you want to have the best kicks. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So imagine nowadays, that's why they've stopped and everyone has to wear school clothes, which is smart. Because I'm saying nowadays, imagine back in days, you could go to school and, do you know what I mean? Man had certain kicks that you can't afford. Imagine now. Imagine now you have to raise up 5 bills for a pair of red bottoms. Listen, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Kids are softer now. Because back in the day, we had to wear a uniform and we didn't. And there was nothing they could do about it. Yeah? Nowadays, the kids go to school acting like they're bad and that. Nigga, you go in school in a shirt and tie, the shoes on and that. Don't tell me nothing. Because when we went to school, bro, we were going to school how we wanted to. We were coming, listen, don't get twisted. We were coming out the house in our school uniform car. We don't want that from mums. We don't want that from mums.
You know what I mean? But I just remember like certain trainers, if you had certain garments back in the days, fam, your days of school was horrible, fam. So I know nowadays, bro, how the kids are as well, fam. And that's what I'm trying to say, why I'm saying certain man in the game, whether it's music, whatever, they need, like, man, them need to start showing a different way.
Down to, but then you're gonna see. But this is why certain conversations are difficult, because then you're gonna have to take it down to. Remember, the kids don't just see this music. You know, parents influence too. You allowing your kids to listen to this in the house because you must hear it in your house.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's deeper than that, because if you really want man to go deeper than that, like they're playing certain songs on the radio. Some of them ain't even got no.
Like, but listen, I know I'm slow. I only the other day listened to that Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Is it WAP? What? Only the other day. Yeah, literally like 2 days ago. How are you playing that on the radio? How the hell are you playing that on the radio? I listen to the radio edit and I listen to the dirty edit. Well, you know, listen, how are you playing that on the radio?
This is the thing, though. Like,
my God.
There's people like.
My God.
We're just normal people talking about these things on a general thing, and I'm saying, if we have the brain to realize certain things, I'm saying, there's surely enough people in the game that can start making a stand about certain things.
Yes and no.
That get put
yes and no. There's not enough people who will take the hit on the check they will get to do it. Because there are people that will do it, but there's not enough people that will take the hit on the check to have the influence. The majority is the people that are like, you know what, I'm making money and this is how I'm making money, so I gotta stay that way.
Yeah, I hear that.
Look at these. Look. Future is the most fake guy ever. This guy doesn't take drugs anymore. Don't do them bullshits. But this nigga's constantly telling people, yo, I'm zannied up and I'm bleeding up. No, you don't have to do that, fam. If you're clean and you ain't doing that, why can't you rap about the fact that you got clean? How you got clean?
Why?
Why? Yeah. All of that. You don't have to do that. So this is what I'm saying, fam. Like, it goes deeper than just. And I get what you're saying, but I don't think that we should put the onus on the music. I think that we should put the onus on the fact that we as people, we are only stimulated by fuckery.
Like, as sad as it sounds, isn't it?
For real, bro. We as people, and I'm about the whole fucking planet, not black people, I'm about people, okay? Yeah? The whole 9 Yizzy. All of us are fucking...
not all.
Bruv, majority, listen, 90% of the human fucking population is stimulated by fuckery. I
just wanted to say that though,
and when I say stimulate, I don't mean driven to do fuckery. I'm like, the fuckery makes your blood pump.
Yeah.
You feel me? The fuckery makes you want to listen to that tune when you're driving in your car, you hear the bass bump and a man talking about dipping in. You want to hear that. Like, and I hear that. But at the same time, as my man says, you can't, there are other influences out there. I have listened to some...
blocked out.
Nah, bro, they don't get blocked out. It's just a case of, their voice is not as loud. Because they're there and they're making their money in the industry. Their voice is not as loud.
I hear that. But
and also, as I said, we're stimulated by fucking, so we're not going to hear it.
No, but I'm saying the reason why I can't think... Do you think any of these radio stations are trying to bang their tunes every day?
Well,
they're not, and the only reason why that is because they feel like the general public don't want to hear that type of music.
No, I don't believe that at all. I believe that they have an agenda and they're pushing their agenda.
Yeah,
that's what I believe. I don't believe nothing about no general pop. They've got their. Because why would you play this music? Check it. How much time have we heard here in England about band drill, this, that, and the other? But then you've got drill as the most popular fucking genre in the whole of the UK. Playing on every fucking radio. I heard it playing on Radio 2 the other day. Like, motherfuckers.
It's hitting all countries.
Like, what are you talking about? Other countries are getting influenced. Got Americans taking our beats and that. Like, what are you talking about? So, how are you then going to try and turn around and say, oh, drill is a bad influence and rare? Listen, it's the type of drill you're showing. Because if you're saying that an entire genre is bad, why would you then champion that genre?
They said that about hip hop. They said that about grime. They said about a lot of genres, man.
And this is my point. You're telling us that we're pushing fuckery, but then you are then pushing that fuckery. So who's to blame?
Come on, man. It's a sticky one. It is a sticky one. And
if I'm an artist and I want to make money in the industry, I have to go where the money is. Okay, so I have to make music or affiliate myself with artists that are making the music where the money is selling. Fact. Why you think? But today I heard fucking missed on drill. Missed on drill.
I hear that, man.
You hear me? Bro, what I'm saying is that them man have got their own lane.
It's not even like man should. Do you know what it is? Like, even with me, yeah, with this drill thing, like, I don't feel like there's like, man are still telling their story, and most man is telling what they're living, yeah. But it's like, again, I just feel like, I don't know, man, like, man need to start thinking a bit more wiser. Like, I've got kids out here, young youths that are listening to this music, 10-year-olds.
Facts.
Man need to start really taking heed of what they're trying to. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because it's mad. Be
careful what you say before you have to start taking your own words.
That's what I am, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm a victim of it, bro. Remember
Facts,
that, fam.
Facts. We all are, man. We all are.
I don't get twisted, man. Man came from the real hip hop and that, and I've even had to transform a bit. So I'm not saying, you get me? I'm not trying to say, yo, I'm out here and I'm leading by what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that I see a problem and I acknowledge it, innit? I just feel like a lot of other people that are doing this thing, that are in good positions when it comes to influencing people, should acknowledge the things that they're saying sometimes. See, man, trying to be smart.
Man are not hypocrites around here, but we can't. We'll put it on each other the same as we put it on everything else too.
Trust me,
we're not hypocrites out here. You get me?
100%. And that's why I'm saying, fam, like, I'm not. Like, I used to be against trap man and drill and all that. I used to be against it. I used to hate it. Like,
I know, I'm driving the car. This guy
I used to hate it. And for some reason, it started slowly because it's there so much. It's like I've slowly started liking it. Now, man.
Who put me on it? Because I never used to listen to it. Who the
you was listening to it before me. That's all I know, bro.
I know that. But I don't know who put me on it. You get me? I have no idea.
But like I said, man. Like, yeah, we just thought we'd have this conversation to see what you lot think.
That was it. It was. I listened to one. Remember the Chief Keef tune I had on that one time? Yeah, that's what it was.
I remember.
And this is the one Chief Keef.
Well, like,
yeah, and then I was like, hold on, we do drill. And then that was it. Yeah. I've not listened to American music really since.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, man. A certain man now trying to switch it with this drill thing. That's what I've noticed.
I like the beats. Can't you put them beats into a more positive? Because them beats are hard.
Yeah, like, just mix. I don't know, man. Like, all I'm saying is, yeah, like, I thought we'd just have this conversation to see what you lot think. And, you know, drop your comments and let us know if we're chatting sugar, you get me? You know, no one's there. But yeah, man, like, I hope you lot enjoyed it. We're going to have some more coming, do you get me? Got some guests as well popping through again soon. So yeah, man, that was the Convo podcast. Hope to see you soon. Make sure you leave your comments, like, comment, subscribe, and set the bell. Yeah, so you know when we're dropping things. Peace.
This life I live on the low, low.